5 or 6 days.
Okay.
And so after that's all good and your pool's cleared up and stuff, then you'll go ahead and bust this open and clean it.
Okay.
To open this, there's ways you can learn. I'm sure sometimes you'll probably forget some things, but if you go on YouTube, how to clean Jandy cartridge filter, it's on there on how to do that.
Okay.
To open it, 9/16 right here. Socket wrench would be your best bet. If you have to use a crystal wrench, it'll take forever, but you'll get it. And so you'll open this up, throw that to the side.
So that's like a belt.
Yeah, it's a belt pretty much, yeah. And there's no screw on the other side, just on this side. And so you're gonna open these two valves, you're gonna open this valve up here, and you're gonna open up that drain cap down on the bottom. And so that's where all the water's gonna be coming out, and this is pulling all the air in to help
push the water out.
Yeah,
Yep, got it.
And so while that's happening, it's draining. You could go ahead and, well, you could do that too first, and then go ahead and start to open up your belt so that you can let it drain a little bit.
Yep.
But you'll notice at first it's gonna come out in pulses out of there, out of the bottom, because the water level is still up above the halfway mark. So
it's just bubbling up.
Yeah, so if you try and take it off, it's not going to happen because there's a vacuum in there. But once the water level gets below half, then that water's just going to come streaming out on the bottom.
Okay.
And so that's when you'll know you'll be able to hear it different. It'll sound different. And so then you'll be able to actually come over here and just pop this off.
Got it.
If you try and do it while it's up here, you're never going to get it. You're just going to move the pipes and stuff.
Gotcha.
So once you get that off, you get your lid off, the first thing you're going to notice is the O-ring that's underneath this lip right here. You'll rinse that off with a water hose. The whole process can be done with a water hose. You'll just get a nozzle that's like those brass tips, they're like that, and it's about that long. It shoots a straight jet of water. That's the perfect thing to use because these filter cartridges, they're not super sensitive, but they're not strong enough to handle like a pressure washer.
Got it.
So if you use a pressure washer, it's just going to tear right through them.
Okay.
So you're going to rinse off that O-ring underneath it. There'll probably be some sand and stuff. You'll rinse that out as well. Push it all towards the bottom. Try and get it to come out of the drain. Then you're going to pull out your cartridges one by one, rinse them down top to bottom, and put them back. There's no upside down, right way up. It's just they go back in there the way they came.
Okay.
They have a circle on the bottom and a circle on the top. They wiggle into place on both sides.
Okay.
And once you do, go ahead and get it all cleaned back up. You're going to put the cartridges back in, wiggle them into place, put the manifold on top, which is just another thing with 4 circles in it that just slide to the cartridges. And then you'll put your lid back on, make sure your O-ring isn't pinched anywhere while it's in that groove, and then you'll go ahead and tighten this back up. You'll leave this guy open, and you'll close this back up because that's hand tight, so you can do that with just your hand. You don't need any tools or anything for that. And then you'll leave this guy open, turn it on so that the water can start filling back up. And then once the water shoots out through the top, you know it's filled up, and you can close it back up, and it's good to go.
So how do you, when you say turn it back on, what do you turn back on? Just
over there.
On the filter pump?
Yeah, so it's on service right now. You could either put it on auto, or you could do like you were saying, and put it on service and filter pump, and just, you're gonna hear it start to stop sucking water, and it's gonna start pushing air out. Now it's filling back up.
Go.
You close it back up. And after you clean it, you may have noticed this little dial up here rotates. So say for example, we just cleaned it and it went up to like 19 or where it's at right now.
Yep.
You would rotate that dial to there, and you know whenever it starts to creep up, it's starting to get more dirty.
Okay.
So whenever you clean it, it'll probably be closer to like 10 or something like that, or 12. You'll put it right there.
Okay.
So once the water goes through the filter, come this way past your temperature sensor. This guy right here, that's what's going to tell you what temperature it is. It's a pool mode, so it's going to tell you your pool temperature. And it's a spa mode to show you your spot temperature. Whenever the water goes through here, it's going to go down into your heater. The water's going to go through your heater every time, whether it's being heated or not. We do recommend that you turn it on at least once a month because ants like to come in and make an ant nest in there, an ant pile like that. They do love electricity, and so if you turn it on once, it gets close to like 1200 degrees in there, so they'll definitely get roasted out of there. And then it's probably isn't set up just yet. So right now it's made to basically be like manually on and off. I'm about to make it to where it's able to be controlled by your phone. Okay. No T-Stat enabled, and that's what we want.
Okay.
This means that you can use your phone.
Great.
So once the water goes through here, it's going to go down. In pool mode, it's going to split a little bit of the water into your spa, and then like 75% of it into your pool.
Okay.
So that you're circulating your pool and your spa at the same time.
Got it.
So you don't ever have two separate bodies of water. So
So how does are we getting to this?
yeah, we're gonna get to that.
Okay.
So this is the spa side down here. So put spa return for spa jets. Returns and jets in your pool and your spa. And then you have your pool returns right there. So it's for everything inside of your pool, all the jets inside of your pool. And so this one is your bubblers, I think, and this is just all the returns.
Got it.
So I don't have one that says bubblers. I have one that says fountain. So I'll use this one. Should have put that one right here. But it's, so that side is your pool returns, and that is your fountain.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, so you'll notice there's check valves right here and back here. That's so that chlorine doesn't rush back into the heater when the pump turns off.
Okay.
And it's pretty much the only purpose is to just make sure there's no chlorine that comes back in here. And chlorine and metal parts don't really
No.
cause leaks.
Yes.
This right here is your air blower. We'll go over the chlorinator next. I'm gonna have to turn the pump back off to go. So this is your air blower. This is what's pushing all that air into your spa, giving you that jacuzzi feel.
Okay.
So this guy down here is your booster pump. That's for your cleaner. And it just pretty much has one job only, just to help push the cleaner around.
Got it.
That's pretty much it. As for this over here, on your chlorinator, you have your Nature 2 mineral cartridge. The part number that you're going to want to order is down here. It says replace Nature 2 mineral cartridge every 6 months. And then it says W28025. I need to do. You remember how many gallons your pool is? It's probably like 20 or something.
No idea. I didn't think it was more than that. I think it was like 30.
It might be close to that. So yeah, see down there on the bottom left where it says Fusion. Yeah, this one's closer to like 25,000 gallons.
Okay.
That's probably with the spa included.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would get that first. The first one up there, it says replace Nature 2 mineral cartridge every 6 months, and then right below it has big part numbers. One for a pool that's less than 25,000 gallons, one for a pool that's less than 35, and one that's less than 45.
So do one more like 35?
I would think you'd be fine with 25.
Okay, 25? Okay.
Because it's not counting the space that's being taken out by your tending ledge and everything. All that volume of water isn't really added up
Got it.
on the plant. So yeah, so you replace it. This one right here is a temporary. This one's only for 30 days. So I would recommend to get this as soon as possible. Best place to do it. You could get it from Leslie's, but it's going to cost you like $150. So I recommend Amazon. It's
Okay.
like $80 on Amazon.
Okay.
And so if you do have Amazon Prime,
Yep.
you
got
can
it.
put it on a subscription where you get it every 6 months. And
Okay.
so you know whenever you get it in the mail, it's time to throw this one away and put the new one in.
Got it. Smart.
Oh, I thought I seen something up in the sky. I think I was just seeing a worm or the little squiggly line in my eye. Okay, so to take it off, you'll just undo the threads, pull this guy straight out. You don't want to get this part number because you'll just get another 30 day. So
Okay.
don't worry this part number.
Okay.
Whenever you get the new one in the mail, chunk this whole piece. It's gonna look just like this. You'll keep this O-ring. This lid is gonna be the silver color. So
Okay.
that's how you'll know it's the official one. You'll
Got it.
just literally drop it back in. No special way of putting it in. And just hand tight, tighten back up.
Perfect.
And those will just be replaced every 6 months.
Okay.
And so this right here is your chlorinator. You'll notice there's a dial on top from 1 all the way up to 6. To open this is where the chlorine tabs are gonna live. You have 2 ways to do it. You can either just take the thread straight off and just take the whole thing off, or how I like to do it is take this little lid off and then do the same thing and pull it straight up. This is always been getting stuck lately. Okay, so that is where the tabs live.
Okay. How many do you put in at a time?
Typically, you'll put 5 to 7 in there a week.
A week? Okay.
Especially during the summer. During the winter, you probably won't put but like maybe 2 in there a
Okay.
week. Depending on how cold and how sunny it is. So, you'll notice there's 2 holes. One on this side, one on this side.
Yep.
Those are going to serve as the flow holes. That's where the water's going to flow through. So you don't want to cover those with the chlorine tabs.
Okay.
So you can fit 7 in there before you cover it. And then also you want to make those as straight as you can with the pipe so that
Yep.
the water just goes in and goes straight out.
Yep.
This right here, if you rotate it around, you'll see a little notch. If you put that notch inside the circle, inside the gap, then you'll be able to just, let me see if I can get this stuff off. That means that whenever you put this in, this 6 is going to be facing that orange cap every single time.
Okay.
So you won't be sitting here trying to guess where it goes. It'll just go straight down.
Got it.
Instead of you trying to rotate it. And then same thing to put it back on. Make sure O-ring isn't pinched anywhere. It's all good. Tighten this back up, hand tight, and just like so.
Okay.
And the tabs for that, I would recommend to just buy them at Leslie's. You'll be way better off if you just get the one from the food store. Because you can buy them at like Walmart, Costco.
So what does turning this do then?
So that just increases the output of chlorine. So say for example, you know that you just filled that thing up with 7 tabs and you took a test sample, a water sample, and the chlorine was still showing low, well then you would increase your dial.
Okay.
And so on 6, that means that it's going to be putting out a whole lot of chlorine. So if you took a sample and you know that your chlorine is still full in there and you took a sample and your chlorine's stupid high, then you go ahead and back it down a little bit and turn down the dial.
Okay. So it was on 3 before. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll see. We might have to increase it depending on how that chlorine is affected the pool.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey. Hey.
And I think that's everything labeled.
So you got here just in time for the end of the video. Here you are. Right there. Hi. Everything, wave to the camera. Can you wave? Say hi. Nope. Okay.